Welcome back, my people. It's been a while since I dropped any video, so today I just have this special video I want to show you. A particular color I created, which is actually beautiful, and um, this is the color. Let me put it on a big screen. And doing this, I'm going to show you some of the LUTs I use. Basically, I use just one LUT because I created some beautiful LUTs for Sunny, and one of the LUT goes for this look. So yeah, in case you need any of this LUT, feel free. The link is in my. All right, so this is the image I have, which I want to work on, and you can see it's looking flat and everything. We have to create something beautiful and nice. So this is my note tree here. Let me show you. This is my note tree. Basically, this is all I have. This place is where I do most of my light corrections. I didn't really do much here because it's actually a moving image, but we are going to still do that. So here's my CST. The image came looking this way. I had to like invert it back to flat so that I can be able to apply my Sony LUT. Now this LUT goes for Sony cameras as long as you shot on a flat profile S-Log 3 and S-Log 3 Cine, right? Yeah. So this is the LUTs. This is the node. My node 5 is where I applied the LUT. Now basically I applied my LUT after I've done my basic correction, my exposure, my white balance, and a little saturation. I don't do those corrections after the LUT has been applied. So you just need to know that there's no LUT that is like perfect for every image. A correction needs to be made. The LUT can be good, has a good look, but if your image has a wrong correction, the LUT is not going to look good. So you need to do those corrections sometimes to make it look good. But once I put this on, this is my LUT. This is what we have without the LUTs, with the LUTs, without the LUTs, with the LUTs. So I still have other package here of the Sony LUTs. Let me take this off and put a new node. Let's just keep selecting so you see this LUT. This is another one. This is another one. This is another one. This is another one. You can see they're all different. This one is dark. All you need to do, you could just boost up the lift or the offset and you have this. I'll reset this. This is another LUT here. This is another one. So basically I have some random LUTs I made for Sony cameras that you can use for any of your projects. So I'll take this off and let's go back to our main work, which is the grade we did here. So yep, I will move to our LUT, which is node 5. Sorry I didn't label this because I was just working randomly. So I put this on and this is what we have. Now I want you to look at the dark areas and every other thing. So when I come here, which is where I did my white balance, because I basically like to do my white balance in the front node before my exposure and everything. So when I put this on, you notice a little change. It's not that much, but there's a change in the shadow areas. If you look down here, just down the reds, when I put this on, you'll notice a little shift even in his cap. Let me just adjust this so you would see what I'm trying to say. Okay, in his cap, I'll just take this off and bring it back. You would see. So if I come to my shadows, you see that I pushed my blues up a little, and then my green and my red are sitting in the same place. So here is where I did my exposure. When I put this, just a little exposure, I use the HDR wheel to push the exposure, which is the global. You can see I just took it down a little, and then in my primaries I just push my gamma a little just to make sure the image is looking this way. I don't really need to do much here, just this, and I have this. So the next thing here I did was to add my saturation to like 60. You can see to 60. I didn't really do much. I wanted applying the film saturation, but I decided not to do that here. So in this particular node here is where I did I worked on my highlights. You can see these highlights, right? I came to my qualifier and I selected the Luma, which is basically our light. Then I selected it and I kind of brought it down to this level, and when I put it on, this is what I have. You can see this is what I have. So the next thing I did, I denoised it and blurred, so it's just like I feathered everything. In fact, let me still use the pre-feather here. Then I came to my primaries and I push my temperature towards the warm side. So when I put this on, you'll notice a warm feel. Can you see? Color grade is just basically knowing how to just paint, you get, just make something look beautiful with colors. Just know how to do all that and you're good to go. So this is before, this is after. You can notice those blue tones are out, even though the blue tones look like it's creating a separation, but that's not actually the look I'm going for. I want it to look like it is during the sunset, the golden hour. So with this, I have that coming. And then here, the next thing I did was to select, let me put this on, oh, my bad, was to select this red here, this red behind him, and then I just came to my curves, my hue versus hue, and my hue versus luma. Just made it, I made it dark a little bit, and I have this. I didn't do anything in this node. This next node here is just for the skin. I just tried to correct the skin a little bit with this. So before, after, it's not that much, but let me show you. It's not that much. Maybe I'll just pick his face so you can see what I'm trying to say. So this is, let's say, let me come to this particular place and clear everything. You'll notice that the skin here, just notice what's gonna happen when I bring it back. Before, you notice it was up here a little bit. When I bring it back like this, I kind of brought it a little bit to the line. That's what I want. So sometimes you don't have to do much. You could just do a little, and a little goes a long way. So back to these other nodes here, I was supposed to like work more. This image is actually a tracking image, so I don't really want to stress myself to do that. But let's say I wanted to do that. These nodes here are just basically for refining. So I would just maybe refine his face, use like my circle window here like this, just to refine his face to this point, and I'll adjust it to a good point, and maybe just open it a little and come to my gamma and push my gamma up a little, and maybe a little of my contrast and my gamma still. So if I do if I should do my before and after, let me take this off, and before, let's do it before, this after, me working on the face. So basically this is what I wanted to use this whole place to do, just some redefinement, entrance of light and every other thing. I could decide to say, okay, around here maybe I want to put a blue tone. I'm just showing you in case you want to try that. So let's just say I want to put like a blue tone. I could maybe pick this gradient here, and I just push it to this level and bring it back. Maybe go to my gamma and start pushing my gamma towards blue. Can you see? I'm just showing you what you can do. And with this, I could say, okay, I would just reduce the opacity to like a reasonable amount, and I do before, after. You will notice the change there, but basically I didn't really do that in this image, so I didn't do that in this particular footage. So the next thing I did here is in my curves, kind of cleaned my black areas and my white areas. So if I put this back on, our image looks this way. So you would see before and after. If I come here, you will notice like I kind of stepped it down a little because I didn't really want the color to be too popped. I just needed soft and natural, giving it that filmic look, and I came up with this. And then the next thing here is where I added my glow. So when I put this on, you'll notice the difference, what the glow did before and after. Just give it a sweet look, and it's looking beautiful. I kind of even touched the, you can notice I push it towards the warm tone a little bit, and I just adjusted the glow. And next thing here is still in my effects, which is the texture. I had to like just boost the texture of the image just to make it look more pro. Took it to advanced and kind of sharpen it with tiny and redefine it with fine just a little, and we came up with this. You can see where we are before and after. I don't know if YouTube is gonna allow you to see this, but this was what I was able to do. And then the next node here is in my curves. I just kind of give it a look a little bit. So if I let me make this on the big screen so you see. You notice the look. Let me take it off. I just put it back on. You notice there's this warm tone we have. So let's go back so you can see how I was able to achieve that look. In my curves here, you could see like I actually selected a point and then separated them and work on them to be able to get this warm tone I was looking for. So if I do, this is before, this is after, not too much, just a little bit, and we have that look we're looking for. Let me just take it back again. You can see, and we're back. Just a little change. And this note 20 here is where I added my DaVinci grain. Let me make it big to see if it's going to show. I don't know if it's going to show, but let me put it on. Okay, yeah, just a little bit. You could see it. It's not much, just a little bit. And the last, which is actually the first here, is my denoiser, which I basically use anytime I want to grade, just to help me have a clean footage. I'm sure you've seen this a lot on YouTube, so I don't really need to explain this one. But when I put this on, you notice there's a certain softness and clean look my image gets. So this is what I was able to create using my node. If I take this face off, you notice the face will become dark a little. But let me just leave this. So if I take my node out, if I take my LUT out completely, this is me taking my LUT out, and this is what we have all through. There's nothing to show, but with my LUT, boom, the magic is here. So yep, this is how I was able to create this look using my LUT and then every other thing inside of DaVinci Resolve. So if you want to create looks that are this beautiful look, that are this beautiful cinematic and every other thing, feel free to hit me up. My number is on the screen, same as my social media handle, and the link for the LUT is in my bio and also in my description. So if you need it, feel free, hit the button and get it for yourself and work with it. It's just $5. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share my videos, and drop your comments in case you have any other thing you want me to work on or show you how it's been done. Thank you once more for watching my video. I will see you all in the next class. Bye.